So, hello friends, I'm here again with you all. So, today's topic will be the money system. So, why do you think that money was created? So, let me ask you a question. Why do you think money was ever created? As we were good with all the barter system that was going on, right? You might be thinking about this question, right? So, let me clear this. So, the money system is basically IOU. It is nothing. It is just IOU. Means IOU. That piece of paper doesn't have any value. Hmm. It doesn't have any value. Have you ever thought about this? Hmm. So do you think that you can do anything with that piece of paper? In the barter system that we used to do, we used to trade between lentils or goods with services. But in this monetary system, there's nothing that we exchange against. The piece of paper that we get is just a piece of paper. And in this current generation Z, of this generation Z, the system that we have created, the digital payment system, all the numbers that we see in a bank account that are governed, that have uh, that are controlled by the government, that the government have access to, all the access to, those are just numbers and nothing more. Those numbers are not backed against anything. Previously, before the 2003 or 2008 inflation, depression, a recession that came, it was backed against the gold system. That the gold system was the one that this piece of paper were backed against the gold. So these people of the piece of paper were backed against gold. Right now, the system that we use is not backed against anything. We just trade against those useless piece of paper that was created by the government and the World Trade Center. So have you ever thought? So now you might be thinking, if this piece of paper doesn't have any value in itself, the government gave its value, the government determines its value. Why don't they just print hundreds of millions, billions of such piece of paper, right? They can. Yes, they can, but they don't. What would happen? Uh, what would even happen after all that printing? Hmm? What would they do? So let me explain the system in simple terms. Whenever the government prints money, they sell those money. As in, if they created a 250 rupee note, they sell it to smaller banks at the cost of 250 rupees. They sell them to the 250 rupee. Then those small banks give us those notes, give us those. Then those small banks loan us, give. Then those small banks give out the money to us as loans, and through those loans we used to buy services and goods for daily needs. No. But in this current generation and the ever coming generation, what we are using the money that we get from the banks is to fulfill our needs, to fulfill our wants. You see, there's a complete distinction between needs and wants. Need is for survival, like clothes. You need a clothes, you need house to live in, you need food to eat, right? These are needs for survival. What are wants? mobile phone that you are using, the recharge that the money you pay for the recharge, the car that you use, the such lavish luxury that you have, that is all the wants that is created from the human desire.